A new trend in the fitness industry has trainers analyzing your form from every angle.
And look at you, you're getting ready to do a little
I'm getting
workout.
ready. Oh gosh, here we go.
Jamie Smith here with the Courts Plus once again to talk a little bit about how trainers are now analyzing and critiquing people's form. And so Jordan's going to be the one to do some squats today, but what do you call it exactly, what we're going to learn today?
It's called a corrective exercise screening. So I became a corrective exercise specialist about 8 years ago. And it's kind of, it's a working trend so people are not being injured. So personal trainers are looking at their body, the way they're moving, the way they're walking, and kind of analyzing what is tight on their body, what needs strengthening, and what needs work.
Expanding on that, it's more than just bad form. Like,
yes.
You know, when I first read it, I was like, oh, okay, well, you're going to tell me if I'm doing my squat wrong. But you could be learning so much more about my body just from my poor form.
Exactly. Yes.
And you could leave your workout feeling better because
Yes.
a lot of times you leave and you're like, gosh, I'm so sore. This hurts,
Right.
this hurts, this hurts. And it could be because you're not doing it correctly.
And if you're over-strengthening a muscle that's already super strong, you're putting yourself more at risk for injury.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah.
A muscle that's already strong
Yes.
instead of strengthening the ones that need the help.
Right.
Learn something new every day. This is why we bring people like this on our show here.
Okay, so can we use Jordan as an example? So pretend he just signed up for
What do we
personal
wanna
training.
do?
Okay,
with you.
so you would just stand in front of me. You're going to bring your arms above your head.
Okay, well, this might be in it. Okay.
It's okay.
Here we are.
You're perfect.
Yep.
Okay, now you're just going to squat 5 times.
Okay.
So just
Like
let,
this?
Yep, just
Okay.
let your body go where it goes, and I'll just look at it.
Okay, well, I feel like I'm not, okay.
You're fine, you're good.
We're just like that.
Perfect, keep going.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm actually getting tired. Here we go. One more.
All right,
Okay.
perfect. So just by looking, and I don't want you to, you're good, you're good.
Oh.
Just by looking at his body a little bit, you can tell like he has a lot of tightness in that right inner thigh. And his hips are a little bit weaker through here, and his chest is very tight. So if I was to train him,
You got that out of just watching him?
That's pretty accurate,
I was
though.
like,
I actually,
wow,
yeah,
really?
no, I
You're
do
like,
have-
yes.
Yeah.
So if I was to train him, I would focus more on upper back exercises, focus on core exercises, maybe strengthening the outer hips a little bit, and foam rolling the inner thighs, just to kind of release those a little bit.
Wow, that's pretty accurate. No, I do, yeah, my back hurts like all the time whenever I'm sitting too long because I'm trying to like, back straight and all that stuff, but it's like, ugh.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about the difference too, since you are certified and trained in this. Not all trainers are.
There isn't. Most personal trainers get a good idea of it. I just kind of wanted to go to a different level and learn a little bit more about the body and the way it should be moving, and just how people are moving during their normal day. If they're standing all day and they're twisting to one side with their job, they're going to be tight on one side and overstretched on the other. So just kind of balancing that out so, it's just going to reduce their chance of injury.
I feel like you're going to get more benefit as well out
Yeah,
of
I would.
learning what just from those few squats. You're like, this is what you should work on.
Yeah. Do you find that there's common things that you see with a lot of people who, is there like similarities between a lot of people?
Most people have very, very tight hip flexors, which can cause a lot of damage to the lower back and to the outer hips. And most people are very tight up here because everything you do is in front of you. So it's very, very tight here, and that upper back usually gets overstretched and not worked as much.
And so fixing that, if you're tight up here like me, then would that just be working on your back and that would loosen it, or would it have to be stretches in that, or?
There would be chest opening stretches and then back strengthening. So it's going to help you breathe better also, but it's also going to help your posture, and it's just going to help the alignment all the way down to your feet.
And do you think that's becoming a thing now with like office cultures, and so many of us every day we're sitting like this for such a long time?
Yep, everything's tightening in the hip flexors and that upper body for sure. Yeah.
I love it. I thought you were just going to say it was poor form, like you're going to hurt your back, but you got so much more out of like every part of his body.
Yeah.
You were seeing how, is it the squat specifically usually that you use?
If people can't squat, we will do a wall test where they'll go against the wall and all they have to do is just raise their arms up. Or if they just walk forward 5 steps, you can kind of tell if people if their toes are going in or if they're going out. So, they're going to start having some pain in their knees or their outer hips too, just by the way they walk. So if they're not able to do the full 5 squat, because typically I would have them face me, go away from me, and then go to the side so I could see all angles. But if you can't squat, just the walk can show a lot.
And
Another
again, if
good reason to
people-
have a trainer.
I was about to say, and if people want to talk to you and say, hey, how can I work? Where can they find you? How can they get a hold of you?
I'm at Courts Plus, but we are also offering in August, we will be offering a free corrective exercise analysis from 11:15 to noon on Tuesdays.
All of August.
All of August, yes.
Good stuff. Thank
Yeah.
you so much.
Coming up on today's show, the importance of protecting your eyes while you're in the sun.